Hello there, everyone. This is SoulSuper17 here, and let me get first, like usual. I do not own anything of Naruto or Naruto Shippuden. I don't know none of the series, none of the characters, none of the names. Alright? I don't even own this picture. So, I want to get into the video right away, but I think I should, recap. Naruto has killed Danzo. He has become an Anbu leader, slash the leader of all the Anbu, of the root ninjas, or basically the root Anbu. And, yeah. He also discovered he had a new power. Basically, it was Ruri from the Demon Slayer's power. Someone asked me to give him. So basically, the Spider-like strengths. Also, I did not own anything Demon Slayer. Um, yeah, I did not own Demon Slayer power or the character, basically any of the characters from Demon Slayer. Just want to put that out too. Just so I don't get copyright. I want to be 100% sure I don't. But anyways, yeah. So I think there's some things. I'm gonna, say I'm gonna introduce a new ability. You know, of Naruto's during the training. So, and there's also gonna be a little scene that it's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be between Hinata and Koyumi. So, yeah, you're gonna see though what Naruto will have, and I've been thinking, why not? So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into the video, and this is what if Naruto became a demon, part 3. Okay. So last time we left off, Naruto asked Koyumi, did she want anything to eat? And I think I had her said yeah. So what he is making, well, he doesn't really know how to cook, but he knows how to make grilled cheese. Wait, is there any cheese in Naruto? Hmm? I think there is. If not, then there's cheese in this one. It's not like yellow cheese, American cheese. It's just some random cheese. But you guys can think of what cheese, but he just uses it. It makes like some grilled cheese, but it's a different type of cheese. So whatever you guys want to think of it as go ahead. He also had I think they also had like cans since they had like instant ramen. So like they had like some cans and there's like some like tomatoes, tomato soup. So he thought it would be good to go with it. So that's what Naruto makes. A basically makes that for them to eat. Sorry, I was focused on something because I scratched something off my arm and it's bleeding now. I'll get it later though. Yeah. So while he's making that, he's basically telling like Yumi like what's the training's gonna be like. He's just saying like what's gonna happen in the training. It's basically she's gonna be breaking in a couple of trees and throwing at him. He wants to see how strong these threads are and what he can do with them, and then he wants to test out his strength. So he wants to spar with her. And she says, "Alright, I won't go easy on you." And he goes like, "Really? Why not?" And she goes, "One, because you're 100 times stronger than me, remember?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah." Is this gonna be a problem between you and me? She just says, "No, But you always will get stronger over time, she says. Just have to work on it. So, yeah. So after he gets done with making basically grilled cheese and everything, she's kind of surprised how good it tastes. She never had a grilled cheese before. Naruto tells her that, well, if you haven't noticed, okay, freak, I hate films like that sometimes. If you haven't noticed, this was the second thing I ate besides ramen. She was like, "Oh yeah, it's only when you were able to afford the cheese, though." He was like, "Yeah, I need more funds for to buy stuff." Especially now, since I maybe wanted to be in my true form half the time when I walk around the village. I look like a freaking teenager. Oh, probably like a 16-year-old or something, I don't know. Kimi just starts laughing and saying, "Yeah, you're right, I will." So, it was like, this is like their dinner, and then basically, after they're done, they basically clean up, and Archer just says, "I'm gonna go to bed now, I'm tired." And Kimi says, "Alright, night, Naruto." He was like, "Wait, you're not gonna go to bed yet?" She goes, "Nope, I'm gonna be busy on something." He was like, "Okay, bye." So when Naruto falls asleep, before he falls asleep, actually, he's thinking, okay, am I going to wake up and I'm gonna be wondering what the heck happened to me? Or when I wake up, I'm gonna be wondering why am I somewhere else? Or I take the third option, just have a normal night. So, sorry. So when Naruto falls asleep, Koyumi goes out. She's going out of the village, and then she summons basically a little house, you can say. And in this house, there's a blacksmith that she knew. And when she enters it, he goes, "Huh, like, it's been a long time, old friend." And she goes, "Yes, yes, it has. Have you been?" And he goes, "I've been all right. It's been centuries since I've seen you." And she goes, "Yeah, I was sealed inside a couple of people, and then I found like the one person I care for the most." And he was like, and the blaster was like, just like looking in shock. He was like, "You actually found someone to actually love?" And she gets all mad, saying, "Hey, it can happen to everyone. I mean, I am a woman, so it was bound to happen someday." And the blaster just laughing and saying, I'm sorry. It's just you had how can I say this? Hatred towards everyone. So everyone was scared of you." And she just gets a little bit like upset. Says, "Yeah, I know." And then he asks, "So who's the lucky guy?" And she kind of, I mean, she's blushing a little bit. And then she says, not a, it's not an older man. It's younger." And he's looking at her, goes like, uh, uh, "Okay, to each his own." Like, compared to how old you are, I mean, everyone's gonna be younger, but yeah, whatever. Like, he just doesn't care. Like, so he asks, "So what do you need from me, old friend? Listen, do you need a weapon, a sheath, new clothing? Because I make it all, remember?" She he she basically says, "Yes, I just need a new sword for, well, the person I care for the most." And he goes, really? Well then, I think I have a sword just good for him. By the way, what's his name? And this blacksmith has known a lot of things. He's been traveling around the world, and he has been in Konoha Village, and there's like he already knew Naruto Uzumaki, and he like had a sword prepared, and he knew basically Koyumi was inside of him, so he's hoping it's Naruto. And she says it's Naruto Uzumaki, and he goes, hey, oh, actually he has a smile on his face. He goes, well, so that loudmouth kid is the one who you like. All right. And he just throws the sword and says, that sword I've been waiting to give him for such a long time. Is he still human or is he demon? She's, she says, demon. He goes, perfect. That sword will be very useful to him then. Now more than ever. She was like, what do you mean? Like, he goes, you'll see. So she takes out her wallet. Yes, the Ninetales has a wallet, or should I say Koyumi has a wallet. It's all ancient money. She doesn't have the Konoha money, so she goes, oh, yeah, it's been centuries since I had the actual money from this era. He goes, don't worry, it's free of charge. Go back before it's daylight. Oh, and old friend? She looks at him and goes, yes, teach him the science to summon me. That boy has a great potential. And she's like a little bit wondering like what he means, but she knows he has potential, but she didn't think it was gonna be like her old friend, like the one who created most of her weapons, would actually think Naruto would be that special. She says, "All right, bye. I'll make sure I summon you to, catch up instead of work related." And he goes, don't worry. Any little chat with you is better than none." He just starts laughing, and he gave me saying, "He always is like this." So when she leaves, it just the shop disappears. So she gets back to the village, and it wasn't that long. So so basically she puts the sword near the door and then goes to sleep where Naruto is. So when Naruto wakes up, he sees Koyumi just sitting right next to him, and he just goes, "Okay, if she is asleep or she's awake, just pretend to be asleep." So basically, he says, "Okay." He pokes her on the forehead. She goes, So he goes, "Okay, she's actually asleep. I'll let her." Soon Naruto's about to like get out of the bed and just start making breakfast. She goes, "I'm up, I'm up, I'm up." He goes, "Wow, you really get up quickly." She goes, "Well, yeah, I mean, after just stretching. We had to go train, so I had to wake up as soon as you get up." Is that right? That is true. Sorry. So, after Naruto cooks some eggs and bacon, and even like some like salad, they go to the training ground. But before that, Naruto notices a sword right near the door. Kiyumi said that's a present for you, for a happy new life. So he says, "Thank you. This is something I never thought I could have." Like, he basically tells her the story how he met a blacksmith that made such beautiful weapons. He wanted one so badly, but he couldn't like afford it or ask for it. He was just a kid. But the shop owner asked what was my name. I told him, and he said, "I'll make you a blade. That'll be my greatest work." the blade would be called Masha. Uh, I just came up with that name right on the spot. Believe it or not. Nah, the blade's not gonna come Masha. I really want it to be like an ancient Japanese like blade. Like I want it to be like a legendary blade that was made by a legendary blacksmith named Muramasa. Why not? We'll just make him Muramasa blade. And so he said the name will only like. So forget what I said about what the name was. He says the shop owner's name was Muramasa, and he said the blade will show uniqueness to the wielder. He didn't understand it when he was a kid, but maybe now he does. So when he like takes it out of the sheath just to look at it, he was amazed by how like heavy it was when it looked so light, and how it had like an interesting design on it. Yumi was happy that he loved it. So when he puts it back in the sheath, the sword starts to glow. Nobody knows what's happening. Not even Koyumi. And then all of a sudden, the sword and the sheath turn to a bright light, and it just goes right to Naruto's right arm. It looks like a freaking tattoo. And he's thinking, maybe another one of my demon abilities? Koyumi just says, I don't think so. Maybe it's like enchanted with chakra or something to always be that way. He goes, yeah, let's just go with that. She goes, agreed. So they get to the training grounds after that incident, and like on the way there, though, they like met with Ino, Tenten, Sayori, Hinata, Neji, of course Lee. Shino, I did forget about him. I kind of feel bad that I kind of don't. I don't know why. But Shino just say he's just going to go out and explore the training grounds to find any, like, bugs that he doesn't have. And, like, Sasuke, like, wants to see what Naruto's going to do, so, you know, he's coming along. Oh yeah, Sakura's not going to be part of the harem. Don't worry, guys. She's not going to be part of this harem. And I had something really funny planned too. For that, like I had in the second video, something funny. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it now. Anyway, so they like start driving on the way, and by the way, Naruto's back into like his human form, so. And he's wearing his jacket, so no one notices the tattoo on his arm. Yeah, so right when they get to the training grounds, Naruto really brings out like the strings. I mean the threads, not the threads, the spider webs, and he starts covering the area. He's testing to see how far he can do it with both of his hands. Because one side would get other side. Wait, one hand would get the other side. The other hand would get their side. So he has a very wide range of recon. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So he's able to like even like feel like the smallest animal being touched by it. he's like pretty impressed by it. And then he makes all the shouldn't say spider webs. The strings like come back to him. So he tells Kayumi to punch one of the trees and then break it into two and then throw it at him. She goes, alright. So she does that, and then he's like making like the strings like coming out of his fingers, and then he just slashes at the tree. It cuts right through it very impressively. He goes, okay. So it looks like when I attack, they cut it. Okay, it gets in hell. And I hate doing recording at night. But it's like the only time I get to actually record without having much noise. But yeah. So after a couple of minutes, or I should say, or like 30 minutes later, Naruto says, "I think I got the hang of it, like controlling them with my fingers, controlling anything, and then like fighting with them too." Yumi's like very happy with Naruto. She says very good. And Hinata has been looking at them like non-freaking stop. That night she could not stop thinking about Naruto, how he changed. She likes him still, but she doesn't know what to do. So she came up with a plan to try to get Naruto's heart to only be for her. And only her. So she's coming up to Naruto and Koyumi, and she says that Naruto, can I speak to Koyumi in private? And so Koyumi says, "Oh, okay, I've been meaning to talk to you anyways." So they go off a little bit far away, and so and then Koyumi puts up a little barrier so Naruto does not hear what she's about to say to Hinata. She basically goes to Hinata saying, "Oh, I know what you're thinking. Like, one, is this really permanent?" And yes, it is permanent for him. He's always gonna be this way. And two, wait, what was the second part? Give me a minute, everyone. Okay, and two, she says her, no matter how many women are in the, how many are with him, even if he has a harem, she'll be the only one that's for him. And Hinata gets a little angry at this, and she basically says, "I will replace you within his heart, he'll be only mine." And Kiyomi just smiles and says, "We'll see." So she brings down the barrier. She walks over to Naruto, and Naruto just asks her "What did you say to her?" She goes "Oh," and Kiyomi just says to him, "Oh, nothing." And then she just grabs well, since basically she looks the same height as Naruto, like a kid form, well, 13-year-old form, or should I say, yeah. She basically just grabs Naruto and just kisses him, which gets Tenten, Ino, Sayori, and especially Hinata mad. Also, I think, yeah, Sakura was not gonna be in the harem, and Hinata, well, she's gonna just, you'll see. But yeah, when she, and this was lasting for a good 5 minutes, and the guys are just looking at them, and he's they're all going "What the?" And I think in Kiba, oh yeah, Kiba gets there. He goes No, go Naruto! Other girls look at Kiba. Well, not all the girls, more like Ino, Sayori, and Tenten, and not to look at him. And Kiba just starts running, and they start running after him. And as soon as they break up, as soon as, like, Kiyomi, like, breaks away from the kiss, he was like, what was that for? And he goes, well, I do like you, so want to go out? He was like, I'll think about it. She goes, okay. And then you hear Kiva in the background screaming, help me! And then a loud explosion can be heard. When he's like, they wait for a couple of minutes and they see Sayori, Tenten, and Hinata coming back. He was like, yes. And she's just smiling and blushing and saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she hugs him. And so, Sasuke surprised, Sakura surprised. And basically she says out loud, I'm surprised Naruto actually got someone to date him. Well, this is out loud to herself. And basically, Naruto just says, okay, train now, talk more about this later. She's like, okay, and she's still like smiling and blushing. Wants to say something, but it's, she can't really say nothing because she actually like is glad Naruto got kissed by someone, even though it was not her. Tenten and Sayori are just happy Naruto's happy, but they've been wanting to do that for the longest time. But so after a while of they haven't Naruto and Kiyomi has been sparring, and everyone is shocked to see what Naruto like. His physical strength and speed is like off the charts. They have been like surprised, especially Sasuke. He's Naruto is trying to control it. It's kind of hard. Like he's able to sometimes sprint past her or like punch too hard, and then it's like the ground. Like if he misses, the ground gets cracked underneath his fist, and does what the Naruto Shippuden Sakura does to the ground. And she says she's very impressed that he's been able to control it this much. Usually, when someone, well, you're the first one to ever actually been turned to a demon, so who knows how long it will take you to actually get some control. But we'll train every single day just so you can actually try to win. He goes, all right. So she says, well, pull out your sword and let's see what you can do with it. And everyone heard that. They're like, wait, what? A sword? I'm not gonna say nothing else. But Naruto goes like, okay. He lifts up his sleeve and he goes, how do I? And all of a sudden the tattoo starts to glow and he sees a hilt comes out and Naruto grabs it and just starts pulling out the sword in the sheath. Everyone's going like, wait, what the? So when Naruto unsheaths the sword, everyone sees the design on it. The way it looks like the blade it's actually alive. And they don't know what to even think. It's like so amazing. So Kirimi tells him to pour some of his chakra into it to see what will happen. So Naruto focused some of his chakra into the blade, and all of a sudden, the blade starts to turn into a crimson red. Everyone's like shocked, even Kayumi. She doesn't know what will happen next, so she tells him to basically do like some slashes. He said he never wielded a sword before, so here goes nothing. And when Naruto like throws a slash, he he notices that somehow he knows what to do with it. He never used a sword before, but he knows how to like wield this. So then when he makes a couple more slashes, it's weird. Like seems like the blade and his body just keeps going again a little bit faster every single time. So Kayumi's a little bit interested. Like she's wondering, so what can the sword really do? So she basically like grabs the nearest item, which is a rock, or should I say a boulder. She goes, Naruto, try to cut this. So she throws it at him. He didn't notice it, and then he sees it. He was like, "What the?" And then all of a sudden, when he cuts it, he cuts right through it. But then, all of a sudden, when the blade like touches the rock, it just you think there's gonna be like some like cracks or something in it, but it was like a perfect cut, and the blade itself. Hold up. Okay. Yeah. Cracks in the rock, and the blade itself has like a line of chakra on it, and it's just like looks like jagged edges. Naruto didn't know like this sword can do this. He doesn't know what is happening. Kayumi is just surprised. She told him to pour some chakra into it, but she didn't know that the chakra itself would keep on like defending Naruto, like helping him out. So pretend it's like Asuma's like kunai knuckled knives, the blade of chakra, just around the sword. So she tells him try to do something else with it. So Naruto just basically like even putting like some little bit more chakra into it and just like points it, and then all of a sudden you just see like a little dot at the tip of it. So he just moves the sword to the right, and all of a sudden see like 3 different trees get cut. Naruto doesn't even need to be even near someone to even cut them by this with this sword. So it's really amazing to her. So she like, tells him to attack this tree. Well, attack this tree, which what she's pointing to, and when Naruto like takes a first step, he's gone. Then all of a sudden, he's right in front of the tree, like right behind the tree, and the tree gets cut. All right, hold up. So like when Naruto's like right behind the tree, he's like wondering like how much can he really do with this sword? He doesn't really know. So far he has known he has when he puts chakra around it, there's like small jagged edges that are flowing to the tip to from like the sheath of where the blade like tip is all the way down it, and then it's like he can put like a little bit more chakra into it to create like a little ball, and then just move it slightly to any direction, and all of a sudden the person gets cut, and then he can literally disappear in an instant and be right behind the object, and it gets cut in half. Like, he doesn't know. And they have been training for a couple of hours. And everyone's shocked to see Naruto be this powerful. He says, I got a lot of training to do. She goes, yes, and now let's go to Foxfire, and then, so that takes a couple more hours, and it was like early in the morning, like when they all like train, and now it's like almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So Naruto says, I think that's it for the training for the day. Let's go back and get something to eat in the village. And they all agree. And and Koyumi's holding on to Naruto's arm still while they're like walking. So no one, like the girls don't know. But then like, let's say like her like, her like one of the guys, like Lee, tells the Sakura, said, I can't believe Naruto got the nine tails or Koyumi to go out with him. And although at least I like him, and Sakura says, yeah, I couldn't believe someone actually liked Naruto. It's a real shocker. So heard this, and she's a little bit like happy and upset. Like her feelings are a little bit mixed. And then thinks like she wants to like tell the other girls like just like Tenzin and Sayori, but she doesn't want to tell Hinata. Hinata has this idea like she owned Naruto, so yeah. That's like not like that's like a no. So but she doesn't tell no one. She just wants Naruto to be happy. Which Koyumi is like seeing this. She heard like overhearing, and she's impressed that she's not like saying nothing. So she's like wondering if she just tell the 3 girls that she doesn't mind sharing Naruto. Yeah, she thinks she should wait till at least tonight. So she like whispers to Naruto like invite Ino, Tenten, and Sayori, to their house. And he goes like, let me guess. All 3 of those girls like me? She goes, yep. No. Well, she doesn't like say it out loud. She gives that look. And he's like, wow. I guess saving them back then got them to like me. Alright then. Cool. Cool. So he invites them over to his house tonight. He asks them in private though, hey, would you like to come over to my house tonight for dinner? And they all like look at each other and say yes. We would love to. And then she does want to talk to Naruto in private, and they're thinking she's gonna ask him out, so they don't want to go. Sayori and Tenten, but she says no, it's not that, just something else. So please, guys, she's saying to them. They say, all right, fine. So they go and ask Naruto, like, are you really dating Kiyomi? He goes, yeah, but she wants to probably tell you guys something, so I can't say nothing. And she's like thinking like what she wanted to tell us, because you'll see. So basically, they all go their separate ways. They get back home, Um, Kiyomi and Naruto are preparing for dinner, and all of a sudden they hear a knock on the door. Let's say like Naruto gave them a time to be like there like 5:30, and it's not even 5:30 yet. Naruto like opens up, guts to the door and open it up, and it's Jiraiya. He says, "Hey Naruto, I got a question to ask you." And he was like, "Yeah, what is it? You want to go help me find Tsunade?" And so he's thinking, hmm, yeah, why not? Also, I didn't say Lee was there with him. Yeah, he wasn't. He was training, but not in the way like you think. Like, he was training with his good arm. So yeah, but he didn't push himself like he normally would. Just want to point that out before someone says anything. So he asks, "When are we going?" He says, in 2 days." I was like, "All right then." And though he only does like come to the door and say, "Oh, hello, Jiraiya," and he goes, "Oh, hello there, Kiyomi. How you doing?" She says, "Good. How are you?" He says, "Good." Naruto's gonna be going on a mission with me, and then she says, "We're going on a mission with you." And he goes, "Well, I don't really think you." And she looks at him and says, "Anywhere Naruto goes, I go." And he goes like, "Okay." He sees that look before, and it came from Kushina, and he was like, "I'm not dealing with that no more. Again, I'm not dealing with all that again. One Kushina was enough. Not, we don't need a second one." So, she's happy, saying, "Okay, good." And Jiraiya says to him, "You have a lot of freaking like problems ahead of you." And he was like, "What if she's anything like who?" "I know who she is." And he was like, "Kushina." He goes, "Yep." "And you're gonna have a lot of troubles and fun, but troubles. Good luck, Naruto." And Naruto's thinking to himself, "Okay, crud, what did I get myself into?" And then, so right around 5:30 comes, she, everyone like, all three of the girls are there. They knock. Naruto opens it. He goes, "Ah, welcome, come in." So they all come in. They all like sit at a table together. They talk and chat, and basically Kiyomi tells them all that me and Naruto are dating. Ino said I already knew that, but not Sayori and Tenten. They're like, "Oh, what? No." They're like, "No, now we're never gonna be with Naruto." And basically, Kiyomi says, "Oh yeah, that's the reason why I want to talk to you about." So they go to the other room, and she tells him she doesn't mind sharing him. That's what she told Naruto. But she's the main girl, and everyone else is like still like a girl, because though she's gonna be with him all of his life, she's saying like she doesn't really mind sharing. That's right, because if girls like him a lot, like you guys really care for him, like before me, I think it's fair I should like share him with you guys. So they all like hug her, say thank you, and so like Naruto could hear them, and so all three of the girls ask him out. He says, "Yeah, sure, but we're still too young to do anything. So let's wait till we're older." And I say, "Of course." And Naruto takes like after they're all done eating, like it's getting late, so I say we're gonna go. And Naruto is like says he's gonna come with. He'll drop them all off, not with his shadow clones, but all like at once or individually. So yeah. So that happens. He drops Ino off first, then Sayori, and Tenten. And all the girls give him a kiss on the cheek and leaves. You know, he leaves. He goes back into his house, and Kiyomi is just looking and goes, "Let me say I'll kiss you on the cheek." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Aww." He goes, shut it. She just starts laughing. She goes, "Alright, train tomorrow. Come on, let's go." To sleep. And he goes, "Alright." So they go to bed. They wake up the next day. Breakfast. And training. This training is basically Kiyomi gets out her sword and she wants to test his skills with the sword. So when they fight, she can tell he's an amateur, but she's saying she has is the sword giving you skills to learn and practice with. He goes, "Yeah," and she goes, "Well, this is the best way then." So they fight, and this is like for a couple hours. They've been like near close misses to almost killing each other, or at least wounding each other very badly. So Naruto like suddenly like starts to think of like of jutsus that he's seen before, and he goes, and there's water nearby, so he says he has the hand signs for the water dragon. He says water style water dragon jutsu, which surprised some people. Kakashi was nearby and he saw the jutsu. He only figured that Naruto was going to be able to use this jutsu because, well, Naito Fox chakra merged with him, so he's able to use all 5 elements. So yeah. And so she says fire style fireball jutsu, and it's a little bit bigger than any fireball that everyone knew. And it destroys the water dragon, but the water dragon also destroys the fireball. So yeah, they cancel out each other. So they do this for a little bit, a while, and Naruto is able to use lightning style jutsus, earth style jutsus, water styles, wind styles. I'm not going to go through them all, but just know I'll say their names when he does and want them to say them. So yeah. And Kagami counters them with the opposite that would both deal with. Everyone shot that they have been fighting like this for about 3 to 4 hours straight, and they're not even tired yet. But Kagami says, "Okay, let's take a little break," and he says, "Yeah, I agreed." And all the girls, he's dating, come over and run to him and says, "Oh, that was really good, Naruto, and Kimi, you were really good. You guys are very, strong and powerful." He goes, "Well, yeah. I've always been strong. Just no one ever noticed." "Well, that's what I thought. You guys noticed, haven't you?" And they all nod their heads, and Kimi says, "I knew I like you girls for a reason." And she just smiles, they smile, and they're talking and chatting, and nobody knows what's happening. Hinata's getting mad that they're getting so close to Naruto. So she basically says, "Get away from Naruto, he's mine." And this kind of irritates Naruto a little. Hinata's the Sakura on this one. Hinata is Sakura, Naruto is Sasuke. Imagine that in this situation. And he looks at Sasuke, he goes, "Now I know how you feel with..." Well, now he's saying to himself when he looks at Sasuke, "I should tell him something. I should tell him I feel sorry for him. And also I know how it feels now." So he walks over to him. Well, he gets up and walks over to him. Sasuke goes "What?" He puts his hand on on Sasuke's shoulder. He goes "Now I know how you feel, man." And just pretend Sasuke's crying a little bit with his right fist up, and he goes "Finally, somebody knows my pain." And they have this little friendship moment. And so yeah, Kayomi goes back to training with Naruto for for a little bit more. Then Jiraiya comes over and says, "Get ready to pack up your stuff. We're gonna head out." And basically, Ino, Tenten, and Sayori knows this, so they tell Naruto just be safe, and they kiss him on the cheek, all 3 of them individually. And Naruto goes "Wait, what?" And he goes, "All right, be careful, girls." "We will, but you be careful more. And if you die, we're making sure we freaking find out who did it and we're hurting them. And he was like, no, no trying to get revenge. Don't pull a freaking, whoever trying to get revenge move. And I was, oh yeah, Sasuke! Don't pull a Sasuke. And Sasuke goes, hey, that's not very funny. And then everyone just starts laughing. But yeah. So when Naruto and Kiyomi leaves to go pack up. And that's where I'm leaving it off, everyone. Alright, hope you guys do enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys, if you want to. And everyone, I hope you have a nice day or night wherever you are. So yeah. Bye, everyone.